All right. What's going on, everyone? Aaron here, Clean Cuts Lawn Care. It is Tuesday afternoon. So I'm going to do an episode of Let's Talk About It. Got a pretty interesting one. Something I'm pretty pissed off about right now. And let's start off like this. Google, for my business, I'm filming this on my phone, so I don't know how it's going to look. And I'm using for the audio, my headphone. Google is my most important advertising, material, whatever. Even though it's February, and in Ohio we do have a winter, it's still an important month for us to get new customers. For example, last February, I probably signed on in between 4 to 6 new mowing accounts in the month of February last year. One of which was a guy who, him and his wife bought a house here. He contacted me from Google while in Brazil for an estimate. I got him the estimate within like a day or two. He asked about paying for the whole year. I said that's fine. And about 2 weeks later, about a week later, he got back to California or Florida, I don't remember which. And a week later, we got the check to do his lawn care for the whole season. So, Google is very, very important to our business. We started our Google account like 4 weeks into getting started in our first year. We waited until we had real customers, pictures of us doing real work, and possibly be able to get some reviews. So from day one, I made our page. Vicky done all the work on it. She uploads all the pictures, all the details, the about, and everything that they have you put on there. She uploads all of our offers, all of our posts, our reminders. Hey, sign up for leaf cleanup and mowing's right around the corner. She does all that. And so we started about a month into our first year. By the beginning of our second year, we were on page 1 of Google for our area. I think when you pulled up lawn care for our area, there was 1 or 2 companies on top. But that was it. We were right there on page 1. All of our material, our content, is authentic. It's all our work, the pictures of us, our crew, the properties we service. All our information is correct. Everything, right? When it's your main advertising source, you don't do anything to mess it up, like posting pictures that don't belong to you or whatever, deceptive material. And we never have. So last week, I would get a phone call from an out-of-state phone number. Now, remember, that guy who signed up last February, I told you paid for the whole year, he had an out-of-state phone number. So sometimes I will take those calls. And in this case, I had just been on my Google page, just checking stuff. And 2 minutes later, I get this phone call. And of course, it was a scam. They introduced themselves as Google, saying, oh, well, your account... they're trying to get me to pay them, right? And then, of course, they quickly change their story to, no, we're a partner business of Google. So, and this happened that quick, Obviously, I knew it was a scam. They would not be getting anything out of me. And I'm pissed now, right? I hate these scam calls. Especially the ones where the numbers are iffy, where you're like, hey, this might be a prospective customer. So you know, I'm a little rough, right? I got a bit of a mouth on me, and this pissed me off. I cussed the guy out real quick, and I, just hung up on him, right? No big deal. About an hour and 15 minutes later, I would get 2 emails back to back from Google. First one is, your account is suspended due to deceptive and or fraudulent material. The next one is the same thing, but it's saying you can appeal this and here's how to do it. I'm like, deceptive or fraudulent material? I tried. Now remember, I had just been on my account, my Google business, like 2 minutes before this phone call came. So I tried to go on my account because I'm like, did something happen? And sure enough, it's suspended. I couldn't go on Google and access my account. I can still see like all our information and our pictures, but not as the Google business account. So I go on, I check everything, every letter of every word, every picture, any promotional things that are on there, and it's all ours. It's all our original, it's our work, our pictures. So right away, I say that scam, because what them scammers do, they go on Google and they just start calling all the businesses, right? Trying to tell you they're a promotion company. Oh, it's a one-time payment and we can get your views and your interactions with people built up on your Google page, even though they introduce themselves as Google, which again they're not. So if you get them phone calls, no, they're bullshit. Well, when I cussed the dude out and hung up on him, he reported my account, because you can report anyone's business page on Google. I've never done it. I don't know exactly how it works, but he reported my page. Google immediately, without looking into it, without doing anything, they immediately suspended my Google business account. I appealed it. I typed a full explanation of what happened. I sent them another copy of my business license. I said, look, everything is authentic. That's all of our pictures, all the work we've done. Those are our reviews from our legitimate customers. All of our information is correct. There's even, you can even hide your address if you want, which we did. I even fixed that. I said, screw it. They can see our address. I don't care. So I appealed it. About 24 hours later, I'd get an email that our appeal was approved. And it said, allow 24 hours for changes to be made. I said, oh, thank God, right? This is huge. To lose your Google business account is huge. So, 24 hours goes by, nothing. 48 hours, nothing. 72 hours, nothing. And it kept going. So I start looking up other people that this has happened to, and I'm seeing a ton of people claiming they did nothing wrong. All their content was original. It was theirs. Same thing, basically. And somehow they were suspended and never could receive access again. One guy tried taking it to court because he lost everything on there. All of his pictures, whatever. And Google wouldn't even allow him to have his pictures back. So I found a bunch of different phone numbers for Google customer service, right? Now the Google My Business customer service, from what I found out, they no longer take phone calls. It's all done through Google, which again, I've done the appeal. It was approved, but when I go to that transaction, it still says in progress. So I called another number that I found. First day I was waiting for 3 hours for an answer. No one answered. Next day, 2 hours. No answer. Yesterday, 2.5 hours, and I finally get someone on the phone. Just for her to tell me that they don't deal with any of this. I said, okay, but let me just ask you, if I understand you can't do anything. I said, but let me ask you a few questions. I explained the whole thing to her. She had my account pulled up. She can see things, but she can't do anything about it. I explained the whole thing to her. Told her everything's authentic. I appealed it, whatever. She confirmed that yes, we were reported. I even pulled up the time of this phone call, and she didn't have the time, but she did have the date, and it matched. And I asked her, I said, what about this approval? I said, it says your appeal has been approved. I read her the email about the 24 hours. And she said, if you got an email saying that your appeal is approved, I said, is it approved meaning you're right, we're going to overturn this and put your page back up? I said, or is it approved meaning we're going to go ahead and investigate it? Like, we approve you sending us this appeal, now we're going to investigate. She said, no, if it says approved, that means you won the appeal. And I said, okay, but it's been several days now. She said, that's the problem. She said it shouldn't have took any more than 24, maybe 36 hours. So, I don't know, man. Like, how do you just right away, a page gets reported, okay? How do you right away just go for the throat without even looking into it? I mean, so we've had our Google account, 3 years now. Been on page 1 from year 2. Nothing but 5-star reviews. Don't have anything under a 5-star review. Every picture is authentic. We have followed every guideline. And of course, because they don't give you specifics, they just say you're not following the community guidelines. But again, I went through every single letter of every word, of every picture, everything on there. Everything is following the guideline. In fact, we had 2 posts our first year that we had it. We posted it, and they sent us back saying we couldn't do that. So they wouldn't allow it to go on. So it's like, if something, content was on there that wasn't right, they flag it and take it down. So I don't know. To me, this is bullshit because, for one, we did nothing wrong. I cussed out a scammer, right, who's trying to get people's credit card information, and you suspend my account. Now, every year, me and Vicky just had this conversation last year. I've looked at every year we've been in business so far. How we started, right? You guys know the story. In the trunk of a car. How we progressed. During that first year, the second year. During the first year, we progressed, got the 30-inch, a trailer. At the end of the year, got our 52-inch. That winter, bought a truck. Just everything kept progressing in these stages. Well, we're at a stage now where I really feel this spring, coming into the summer, we really have an opportunity to really, be full speed ahead and really see some rapid growth. And then this happens. So I don't really know where to go from here. Okay, I'm not a advertising expert. I don't really have social media, all that stuff, because From the time we started our Google account, it has been more than sufficient. The calls just have never stopped coming. We've turned work away constantly. So I never felt the need to branch out and do Facebook, and I don't even know, honestly, I don't really know like what the hell all the social media is. But being that I'm in this situation now, what about if they keep it suspended? Now I really have to start branching out, and I think that's going to hurt the potential we have going into this year. So, hey, you guys who advertise, throw me some pointers on what you guys do. I would appreciate it. If you're in my area, I would expect you're not going to throw me any pointers. I don't blame you. But man, this is complete bullshit. Vicky has taken care of that Google account amazingly, right? She's done so much work on it. Constantly like editing photos and adding like the before and afters and doing montages of pictures of projects. You call it a montage, I think. That don't sound right. Whatever, I don't know. You know, like all different pictures into one picture, and it's unreal that they do this, you know. So, all right, guys, that's about it. You know, give me some pointers. How do you advertise? I don't know. If they don't open it, how do I even go about opening up a new Google business and having them approve it, you know? I don't know, man. That would suck to start over, to be honest. So, like I said, right now it says in progress. And, I don't know. How do I get approved? Changes 24 hours, and it's been all this time. I don't know. I'll update you guys as soon as I know something. Throw me some pointers on your best advertising, even if it's paid advertising, because we were planning this year into putting some money. We weren't sure where we were going to put it, whether we were going to put it into Google or into Facebook, I don't know, but we were going to be putting some money into advertising this year. So let me know what you guys think. Alright, if you like the video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Let me know everything I'm doing wrong, and keep the measures clean, boys. I'm out.